Now it's time for another bedtime story by the fireside, read by Mary T. And tonight's story is called Moving Statues, and it's written by Paul Rouse. As evening falls on the 22nd of July 1985, three local people were walking through the dusk past a Marian shrine in the small West Cork village of Ballinspittle. They stopped to say a decade of the Rosary. The shrine is a beautiful one, set back into the hillside and surrounded by bushes. As the women pray, they see the statue of the Virgin Mary come alive. One of the women sees what appears to be breathing. The other two see Mary's hands appear to move. They rush to nearby houses, and later that evening 13 people all say that they have seen the statue of the Virgin Mary move. News of the moving statue in Ballinspittle is reported by the local, and then the national, and then the international press. First, hundreds and then thousands of people begin congregating every evening. Within a month, 250,000 people have made their way to Ballinspittle. Hymns are sung and prayers recited. Many claim to have seen the statue move. The apparition is explained as the mingling of two worlds, the real world and the mystical world. Minor miracles are reported. One woman claims to have been cured of deafness. A stroke victim is said to have been cured of paralysis. Crowds begin to congregate at Marian shrines all across Ireland. As the weeks pass, other statues in other parishes begin to move. Indeed, a certain mass hysteria sweeps villages and towns and even cities. The classroom of 5A in Tullamore Christian Brothers School is full of boys waiting for anything to happen. There's a geography class being taught by Seamus O'D, the school vice principal, who has taught many of our fathers. Behind him is a blackboard, and above the blackboard is a 2-foot statue of the Virgin Mary, as flowing blue and white robes and a strange red-lipped smile. "She's moving, sir, she's definitely moved." "Sit down, Cooney, and stop backing the galoot." "But sir, I saw it too, she's swaying." "Should you ring RTE, sir?" All across the classroom, lads are staring up the statue, trying to look angelic and awestruck. Seamus O'D is doing his best not to laugh. He knows he can't turn around to look up at the statue. That would be to hand a victory to the room he must not lose to. And anyway, he likes our class, so he won't get thick with us. He knows that this too will pass, although not until it's been well milked. "She just waved at me, sir." "Sir, she's breakdancing now." And on it goes like that for class after class, trying to get a rise out of the teachers. Someone makes a homemade out of order sign and hangs it around Mary's shoulders. It disappears when we go home for the evening. A new sign is made. It reads, "Insert coin." That too disappears in the evening. And then the miracle happens. The Virgin Mary is carefully positioned on the edge of the blackboard. It must surely fall for the first time any teacher takes a duster to the board. And fall it does. A sort of premonition of Morrissey singing "Alabaster" crashes down. It hits the floor with a thump. But the Virgin Mary stays in one piece, apparently undamaged. "A miracle, sir! A miracle! She jumped, sir, with no parachute." Back down in Ballinspittle, a local Garda sergeant tells the press he has seen the statue move. Rosaries were being said, hymns were being sung. Suddenly, without warning, it was as if the statue simply took off and became airborne. I saw the concrete statue of Our Lady floating in mid-air, not rocking to and fro, but floating. It is a reminder that if you look at something long enough, you can choose to see it whatever way you wish. Now, looking back into the 1980s, looking through the school gates past the wedgie tree and the smoking shed, and boys playing handball in the morning and basketball after school, I see a room full of boys. There are big white boot runners and mullets and flecky trousers. All the days have been squeezed into one endless class. There's learning and laughter and messing and gear bags with dirty football boots. Nobody has a clue what's happening. The Virgin Mary is standing on top of the blackboard, and we are all just waiting. Good night, everyone, and stay safe.